Good morning. My name is Kai Winfrey, and today we'll be discussing the negative effects of sleep deprivation on academic performance. So for an introduction, sleep deprivation is not an uncommon occurrence among college students, as only 11% of students report adequate sleep quality. And some of the causes of sleep deprivation outlined within a 2014 study that Hershner and Chervin at the University of Michigan conducted, they found that 50% of college students experience daytime sleepiness, affecting their daytime mood and daytime intake of information. The delayed circadian preference could be an issue, as this is a biological issue within students as they feel less tired in the evening due to shifting their sleep cycle back. And this results in them being night owls. College students often artificially disrupt their sleeping cycle through inadequate sleep hygiene practices. This could be due to substance use, not necessarily drug usage, but more the caffeine and energy drink intake, disrupting their energy cycles. Light exposure from technology could also be an issue, as the light exposure disrupts the secretion and production of melatonin, which helps students go to bed on time. And activities, scheduling, and school responsibilities like homework or hanging out with friends could also affect the sleep cycle and going to bed at a consistent time. And sleeping disorders could also affect the natural sleep cycle. This is more prevalent in students nowadays with insomnia and sleep apnea on the rise. So for the negative effects of sleep deprivation, I would like to pull from a quote from a 2019 MIT study, which said the consequences of sleep deprivation and daytime sleepiness are especially problematic to college students and can result in lower grade point averages, increased risk of academic failure, compromised learning, impaired mood, and an increased risk of motor vehicle accidents. And this is especially concerning as not only does sleep deprivation impact academic performance, but it also impacts mood and increased risk of motor vehicle accidents. And according to the 2014 study, sleep deprivation impairs memory consolidation and learning, and also decreases performance in cognitive tasks, including assessing inference, recognition of assumptions, and deduction, all skills applicable to the modern classroom. And also, insufficient sleep could exacerbate depressive symptoms, not only affecting academic performance, but also mental health. So I would like to pull from this graph from the 2019 MIT study, in which they use Fitbits to monitor sleep duration and sleep quality within a chemistry class. And they found that students who had less sleep consistency and more sleep deprivation scored lower on tests and classroom assessments, but students who achieved more sleep quality scored higher on these assessments. So I'd like to end this by showing some sleep hygiene improvements that students can make from the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, who's shown that students can set a consistent sleep schedule, so allowing those 7 to 8 hours of sleep and going to bed earlier could allow for better sleep quality, and staying consistent throughout the whole week could establish that cycle a little bit better. And avoiding resting during the daytime in bed could also help not confuse the brain within a natural sleep cycle. Avoiding the use of electronics 30 minutes before bedtime could help the production of melatonin, therefore reinforcing that natural sleep cycle. Limiting caffeine intake during evenings is also important to balance the natural energy cycle. And seeking treatment for sleeping disorders, including cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, could also help, according to the 2014 study, with depressive symptoms, and could build that natural sleep cycle. So in conclusion, as a college student myself, I've struggled with sleep deprivation, but it's very important that students understand the magnitude of sleep deprivation on academic performance and adopt some new ways to go to bed on time and achieve better sleep quality, as this will not only boost academic performance, but help with mental health and physical health as well. Thank you for viewing this presentation, and these are my citations.